coffee, man, I got it for sick. I can't believe it. Ganoderma make.
Hi everyone, my name is Richard Leon Gabriel. I'm a Ruby consultant going Emerald. Today what I want to do is share with you basically a mindset. Have you all ever heard of this book called Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad? Basically what it does, it speaks about a young man. He had a poor dad and a rich dad. Now the poor dad was simply his biological father, the educated one. Now my mom used to teach me to, go to school, get the grades, graduate, get a job. Nothing's wrong with that. Okay? Now the poor dad taught him, why don't you become an employee? Okay? He also taught him, why don't you become self-employed? And in these two segments, what I quickly realized that 97% of the world reside here. So we're going to have 97%. In this business, typically what we do, we make up acronyms. So poor simply means a mentality. Not that you don't have any money, that's broke. Poor means you're going to pass over opportunities repeatedly because of the way you think. Okay, you got that right? So, I was an employee. My wife, she was self-employed as well. What I realized is that we continue to trade time for dollars in these two segments. Okay? And everything they say here is your own time, your own imaginations or ideas, your own money, and your own efforts or energy. And basically it boils down to, have you ever told yourself, I have no time? Well, correct, that's why you don't have no time, because it's always you. And you only have 24 hours in a day. Okay? Now what we're going to get into is what 3% of the world do. They don't basically they don't use their own time and their own efforts. Okay? They're into compressing time to get wealthy. So the rich dad told his son, why don't you go to school, learn your work, but in the end, build a big business and learn to do huge investments. So, build big business and learn to do huge investments. The problem is that most people are employees and self-employed, because in life we have been trained to go to school, get a grades, graduate, get a job. We have also been trained to look out for the get rich quick schemes, you know it. Also, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So that's why we struggle to say we're going to do big business and huge investments because of the box that they put us in. It's called you all should know this, it's called a JOB, a just over broke. I told you, we make up acronyms, right? So, you're just over broke, you can relate to this. From your job, typically you want to buy nice stuff in life, so you want to buy a car. Can you go and buy your car cash? I highly doubt it. So, a portion of your income is now mortgaged. How many of you want to buy a house? Can you go buy a house cash? Highly doubt it as well. So, for a portion of your life, this income is going to gain. Probably over 25, 30 years. Now, these things here from the book, what I realize is that most people don't know the difference between assets and liabilities. And simply put, an asset is something that generates income. Okay? So when people think that their house and the car is an asset, it's actually a liability if it's only pulling from this linear form of income. So you have to furnish your house, you got the bills for your house. From your car, you got to put gas in your car, you got to contribute to tune-ups, all these different things. And that takes more and more out of this box of income. Not to speak about, do we eat? We eat, yes. Basic stuff. And then what are we actually left with is a small portion of that income. From this small portion now, the poor dad mentality was, son, do not take risks with money. Save it. So, we all have the mentality, let's go save this in the bank. Okay? Nothing's wrong with that as well. You gotta save so that you can do big investments. Now you tell me, can you save and do big investments and huge business? I still highly doubt it. You need a lot of capital. So what I'm going to show you is a system. Okay? Another acronym, system. It simply means save yourself time, effort, and you know the last part, money. That's right. So the wealthy people, let's get into what the wealthy people do. The wealthy people use other people's energy or efforts, other people's money, other people's imaginations or ideas, even other people's time. Okay? Now, how would you like to know that you could send someone to the gym and you get all the muscles? Doesn't that sound nice? Alright. So the wealthy people, okay, what they simply do is that they put people in this box. Okay? They say that this is what they're worth. They use their efforts. They have to get up, drive through traffic, go work, use their own energy. He even uses other people's money. the same box of income he puts them in. They have to put gas in their car, they have to buy their food. He doesn't buy lunch for them all the time, or probably not at all. Okay? Other people's imaginations. This is where, you know, they send people to school, people go to school, get their degrees in marketing and all these different stuff, and they come up with the ideas to build that person's vision. Even uses other people's time, and this is where we trade time for dollars on this side of life. Okay? So this is what pretty much everyone, 97% of the world have been trained to do. What we have on this side is what 3% of the world do. We're going to get into a company here, a business that is allowing us to have a vehicle to tap into this system here. Okay? So always remember this. Other people's time, other people's efforts, other people's imaginations, other people's money. Okay? And then you're going to truly be able to emit whatever you want in your life. You want to radiate all those good stuff in life, get the vehicles, the house, the cars and stuff. Yeah, flip that time into emitting it now with the right system. Welcome to Organo Gold. This is the company that is actually transforming people's lives. Okay? Now basically the company is just a vehicle that we're going to use. Now, company goal is to bring the treasures of the earth to the people of the world. The people of the world are all of us. Okay? Now, what we're going to see here that we say it's the right business because it's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. Okay, we don't want to overcomplicate this. Here we can see the company is putting us in front of 5 fast-growing industries of the world. 4 of them I personally knew of. I did not know anything about coffee. So I knew of health and wellness, and you have home-based businesses, and you have weight loss and the internet. Okay? With respect to health and wellness, everyone is concerned about their health and wellness. Okay? This is a $600 billion industry. We have managed to tap into this industry because we have a treasure that actually boosts your immune system. Okay? Here we have home-based businesses. Home-based business. Who wouldn't like to work from home and make the same income that you're already making? A lot of the wealthy people in the world, they totally endorse home-based businesses. Okay? And then you have weight loss. Now weight loss is a huge industry as well. If you combine weight loss and health and wellness, you have a $1 trillion industry. Now weight loss, it should really be waste loss, because what happens is that your body stores all of this waste. So what we have is a treasure that actually detoxifies your system. It allows your body to absorb the nutrients and release the waste. And then you have the internet. As what this great guy said, Mr. Bill Gates, he said, if you don't have a business on the internet, you don't have a business, period. So the internet, it is actually the global village. The way of the world is e-commerce. Everything is online. It's no longer brick and mortar. It's now click and order. Right? Now let's talk about coffee. An industry that I personally knew nothing else. So if you don't know anything about coffee, brace yourself for this. Here we have, it is not a luxury, it's a part of daily life. Okay? Here you have, it is the world's most consumed beverage or drink next to water. Okay? So for me, I was a juice and water drinker. I didn't know anything about coffee. Then you have, it's the world's largest traded commodity after oil. I was striving to work in the oil sector, and you know what, I fell short into coffee. Not too bad, right? But here, we also have North Americans consume 500 million cups a day. And that's North America. And the Americans are not #1 in the world of coffee consumption. They're actually like 26. Okay? You have more than 80% of North Americans over the age of 18 drink coffee. Specialty coffee sales are increasing by 20% per year. And you have 255 million coffee drinkers in North America alone. Not to mention that these people pay $4 and more and drink 3 to 5 cups a day. So we're not here to cater to your emotions about if you drink coffee or not. We're talking strict business here, right, people? Let me show you the opportunity now. Here we see that these companies certainly know something about money. We have Starbucks. We're familiar with Starbucks. Starbucks made it socially acceptable for people to pay up to $5 for a cup of coffee. You do the math wherever you're located in the world, you multiply by your exchange rate, and would you personally spend $5 or more and buy 3 to 5 cups a day? Okay? Then we have McDonald's. McDonald's is huge. McDonald's, what they did, they rebranded. Now they have the affordable McCafe. So I remember long ago they used to have Ronald the Clown. Okay? Now they rebranded. They have flat screen TVs now, Wi-Fi and coffee. So Burger King, they did some research as well. They saw that burgers and fries were not making the income they wanted, so they launched the ice mocha. Then you have Dunkin' Donuts, a donut company, people. Rebranding, changing all their advertisements from a donut to a cup of coffee. Okay? They say America runs on Dunkin', so that means America runs on coffee, people. And then you have Nestle. Nestle introduced Nescafe to the North American market. And Subway, now open for breakfast. I remember Subway used to open close to lunchtime. I used to go and buy my double meat footlong. Now they open earlier, not to serve a footlong, but to get into the breakfast. So you see those people, these are some clues. And I realize that most successful people, what they do, they look for clues to follow. Okay? Now what we're going to show you is the coffee opportunity. In life, there are a lot of opportunities, and this one you certainly could take part in. Look at the extent of this. Now you can offer these millions of coffee drinkers a healthier coffee and earn money every time they're going to do it. Think of that for a second. Think of coffee, right? What I want you to think about is, look at this. The company was actually formed in 2008. That's during the recession. The economy was shaky. Now, what business do you think would you get into a business during the recession? What they did, they took a look at what was not being affected by the economy. They saw alcohol drinking, tobacco, and coffee. So when I saw this, I mean, I didn't have no business background, but I could understand, I could see the logic in the thinking. So what makes this coffee so healthy? It's right here, Ganoderma lucidum, the exclusive and powerful ingredient, Ganoderma lucidum. What we have is 100% certified organic Ganoderma lucidum. This here is regarded by the Chinese as the miraculous king of herbs. You may have heard of ginseng before, you may have heard of ginkgo, certainly I did. I never knew of Ganoderma lucidum, but hear this. It has more than 4,000 years of history, but it was originally reserved for royalty. That's why you never heard of it. Okay, now you have access to it. What it does to your body, okay, it oxygenates the body, it provides more energy, it supports circulation, it provides more vigor, it supports quality of sleep, yes, it supports natural body detoxification, it supports the immune system, hence it promotes health and longevity. Wouldn't you like to know you can live longer? And next important fact is that regular coffee, okay, carries about approximately 135 milligrams of caffeine, and caffeine makes your body acidic in nature. And we all know an acidic body is more prone and susceptible to be getting ailments and viruses. Our coffee, on the other hand, has approximately 4.5 milligrams of caffeine. It actually makes your body alkaline. What makes your body alkaline is the herb. It's called the reishi mushroom. Okay? So we can see the company is not really about coffee, it's about the mushroom. It's a health and wellness company. Okay? Here we're going to see what the company is doing. They're actually building for the future, people. Okay? Rest assured, your future is secured because it has gone to the extent to get certified across the board. It's good manufacturer practice certified, halal, kosher, USDA, EcoCert, all these certifications. As well as we have a partnership with the Chinese government. The Chinese government gave a grant to the construction of this $240 million Ghana Herb Industrial Park. And that simply put says that, you know, we have Ganoderma for the next 200 plus years and we continue to grow it organically without pesticides and these things. Now we have a patent, okay? The patent is the way that we infuse the Ganoderma into the products, okay? This protects us. Now we have the products that people love. Don't we love these products, people? I certainly do, okay? Here you have the cafe mocha, okay? So this is like chocolate mixed with coffee. You have the black ice, people can drink this hot or cold, it's actually iced tea. You have the cafe latte, which is non-dairy creamer and sugar. You have the cafe supreme, which is a very strong combination of ginseng and Ganoderma. You know what we're talking about it. And then we have the black coffee, as well as teas. And the tea drinkers, we got the red tea, full of cordyceps and polysaccharides and these things. We have the green tea, full of antioxidants. We also have the hot chocolate, okay? We have the king of coffee, which has the spores, which is the most potent form of the Ganoderma, infused with it. As well as this blue box in the center here, this is the Jamaican Blue Mountain Coffee, right? So we have a collaboration with the Jamaican board as well. Here and now, if you all don't drink these products, it's quite alright, because I know you all bathe and brush your teeth, okay? So we have the OG Smile. The OG Smile, why they put it in two pieces, because the gums and the tongue being the most porous part of the body will absorb the Ganoderma immediately. The soap is actually hypoallergenic, so it's great for heat rashes, psoriasis, eczema, all of these skin conditions. And as well, we have the nutraceuticals. We have the Ganoderma in capsule form, the spores, the mycelium, and the grapeseed extract. Okay? So these are the wonderful products that are taking over right now. And you gotta remember, the company is about bringing the treasure to the world. So these are simply vehicles to get into the world, because they realize over 50% of the world consume coffee, and nearly everyone bathes and brush their teeth. Got it? Now we have the Visionary Experience Leadership. Here you can see the dynamic trio. These guys got together and they are the ones that are making this company actually skyrocket today. We have Mr. Bernie Chua, he's the founder. Okay? We have Mr. Shane Moran, who's our global master distributor. He ensures the products get out. And then Mr. Holton Buggs, you all know Michael Jordan? Yes, you all do. Mr. Holton Bugs is known as the Michael Jordan in network marketing. No one makes more money than Mr. Holton Bugs. Go to businessforhome.org. You're going to see Mr. Holton Bugs is the #1 income earner in the world today in any home-based business. But, that's great for Mr. Holton Bugs, but guess what? He designed the way we get paid. So he's responsible for our compensation plan. Isn't that great, people? So these dynamic three, their mission is humble yet very powerful. Bringing the treasures of the earth to the people of the world. And now we have the last part here. Think and Grow Rich is another collaboration with the Napoleon Hill Foundation. If you all haven't heard of this book before, this is the reputed Millionaire Maker's best-selling book. Okay, I advise you all to get your hands on this book and read it closely, and you all can get into the mindset of why this foundation collaborated with Organo Gold. Okay, start earning money today. Okay, so after all that wonderful information now I'm going to show you how you could earn some extra income. This says 8 ways to get paid when you share the Organo Gold product line and income opportunity. Okay, the very first way you can get paid is called retail sales. Okay, where here you can buy wholesale, sell retail, keep 100% of the profits. You could basically do this any way you want. You could set up non-profit organizations, school events, all these different things, special events, mall kiosks, wherever your mind can imagine to do stuff, you could go sell and make that money. Okay, right, so the second way we get paid, people, is called this fast track bonus. Now let me elaborate on this. Okay, the company is about forming new points of distribution. Okay, now what I like to say is that points of distribution is very, very powerful. You actually get paid for recommending people to see the opportunity, and when they want to get started, depending on what pack they get started at, and in essence forming a new point of distribution, Organo Gold is going to pay you for whatever pack they get started at. Now, let me show you all the strength or the power of forming points of distribution. Okay, now when you think of Subway, okay, Subway right now has the most points of distributions worldwide in terms of brick and mortar. So you got Subway. Okay, Subway has approximately 32,000 points of distribution worldwide. You know what Starbucks did? Starbucks, they're already big, but they want to make more bucks, right? So they decided, let's collaborate with Subway. Okay, when they collaborate now, they're actually in essence getting themselves out into the world more, forming new points of distribution. That is why they sell now Seattle's best coffee. Okay, so the company knows about business, and this is where they're going to use people now. So it's a home-based business. We're forming points of distribution, and every time somebody gets started, think of this for a second. How many people are there in the world? Approximately 7 billion, right? Imagine we just get 1% of 7 billion. We're still going to be more than 32,000. So you picture that in your mind, right? In essence, this company is going to inevitably take over. So where are you going to be? Are you going to be a part of this company that's going to take over? Are you going to be at the beginning, or are you going to be at the end? So look what happens here. Every time someone decides to get started, Organo Gold says thank you for forming a new point of distribution. They're either going to pay you $20 US. This is called the fast track bonus, the second way you get paid. Or they're going to pay you $80 US if the person decides to get started at the silver pack. But if they want to get started at the gold pack, Organo Gold is going to pay you $150 US. And this is just a one-time payment just because someone bought a promotional pack of product and got their brand new business started. Now let's get into the third way we get paid now. The third way we're going to get paid, okay, is the power of the dual team. Now when you look at this, this just shows growth. Okay, the concept is that they wanted everyone to get 2 teams, one on the left and one on the right. Now, average statistics shows that anyone will only sponsor about 2 to 3 people, so they went with 2. This just shows here growth. In 1 month's time, if you get 2 people started and you help them now get their 2, we partner. This is very important, we partner. And you partner with those 2 now, and you help them get their 2, it grows to 4. And the third month, they say if you help those 4 get their 2, it grows to 8. By the time you reach 6 months, you will have 64 people below you in the structure. Look what happens in the next 6 months, and this is what blew my mind. It jumped from 64 to 4,096 people below you. Okay? So, in essence, if I elaborate on this, look at this. Let's say this is someone you brought into the business. Okay? And there's someone else you brought in, you put them on this side. think of that third person you're going to add into the business. Where are you going to put them? The concept here is that you can only put the person underneath here or underneath here, because this is your left and this is your right. Okay? So in essence, this person here, let's name this person Mary. Mary is going to get a team built below her by default, just because she's in the way. So every time you have to put someone in, it has to fall below Mary. And I'm going to show you how the payment rolls up. Okay? Let's go. So here you can see that the concept, right? Organo Gold rewards you for creating a new market every time someone joins Organo Gold because you took action. Most importantly, you took action. You conditionally build two teams, one on the left, one on the right. Now the packs, okay? The payment is allotted to the packs. The payment is based on the total stock volume on your shorter leg, and this is what is going to show you why it is that people below can make more money than people who even brought them in, called the sponsors, right? The packs carry a commissionable volume. Now this commissionable volume is just a monetary value attached to the packs. The gold pack carries 875 commissionable volume, the silver pack carries 400 commissionable volume, and the bronze pack carries 130 commissionable volume. Let me show you how this works. So let's say that's you there, and you got your due team in that week. Okay? This is a Sunday night we're looking at here, because every week Organo Gold looks down your extreme left and your extreme right to infinity to see how many people got started because of you or in spite of you. Let's say in this week it sees two people. One got started at the silver pack, which you see 400 commissionable volume on the right, and one got started at the gold pack, 875. What Organo Gold does is that they take a snapshot and they look to see how many cycles of 300 they can pull out. They pay you on your shorter leg, remember that, so they can only pull one 300 from 400. They match it on the other side, but the balance of your money, you don't lose it. It just sits on, it rolls over on for your next week to keep accumulating. Okay? Then Organo Gold says, what pack did you get started at? Let's say you got started at the gold pack. Organo Gold is going to put you at a percentage to earn. They're going to put you at 20%. If you got started at the silver pack, Organo Gold is going to give you 15%. And if you got started at the bronze pack, Organo Gold is going to give you 10%. Let's say you got started at the gold pack. Okay? What Organo Gold does is that they split that 20% between your two teams. 10% on the right and 10% on the left. So that's actually 10% of 300 on the right and 10% of 300 on the left. That's 30 plus 30 pays you 60 US. It doesn't stop there, because remember, the person on the left got started at the gold pack. Organo Gold is going to pay you a fast start gold pack bonus of 150 US. The silver pack on the right, 80 US. And then they add in your dual team commissions of 60 US. You made a total of 290 US in that 1 week. Now look what happens in your next week. Let's say that person on the left. That person on the left now goes out and shares it with people they know. They share and they share and they share. Organo Gold, okay, is going to look at their shorter leg. Okay, they would have two legs as well. They're going to get paid on their shorter leg as well. You see 10,000 on the right side and 20,000 on the left side. What they're going to do, they're going to take the volume of the shorter leg and they're going to match it on the longer side. So they actually take 10,000 off the right side and they match 10,000 on the left side here. Okay? Then Organo Gold is going to say, what pack did this person get started at? That person got started at the gold pack. So they're entitled to 10% of 10,000 and 10% of 10,000 here. That's 1,000 and 1,000. They get paid 2,000 US. The balance from their longer leg, it just rolls up and sits on their shoulder for their next week. They don't lose that money. You know, you're going to benefit by getting the entire stock volume of 20,000 and 10,000 US rolling up to you. Plus, don't forget the 575 you had the week before. It just adds to it. Now, the thing about it is that you see that money there. That's like a huge fixed deposit. You can only tap into that based on your shorter leg. And this is what shows that you're productive in the business. So let's say your shorter leg, as it shows in this example, only has 100. So you go and you put someone in on the right hand side where you work with that person. Let's say now that team on the right side generates a total stock volume of 5,000 US of people getting started. That 5,000 rolls all the way up to you, adds to your 100, now you have 5,100. And now Organo Gold can pay you based on your shorter leg. So it subtracts 5,100, it matches that 5,100 on the other side, leaves the balance, and then it says, what did you get started at gold pack? let's pay you 10% of 5,100 on the right and 10% of 5,100 on the left, you get paid 1,020 US. So you see, who made more of the money? The union or the person you brought in? It looks like the person you brought in below you made more of the money, and that is what I call extremely fair. They were more productive in building their teams, so they get paid more. Okay? Now, if you have to add someone to the system, the only place you can place the people or the person is on the extreme bottom left here or the extreme bottom right here. It makes sense to place them on the shorter leg because payments are based on your shorter leg. So let's say you place that person in there and they came in at the gold pack, which carries a commissionable volume of 875. That 875 value pays the one above, it pays the one above, it pays the one above, and it rolls up and pay you. So people, just because they're in the way, the volume from the pack is going to roll up and roll up and roll up and roll up all the way up. Get the concept? So here we can see that each distributor has an equal opportunity to earn on the dual team compensation plan. Let's see how much money you can make out of this if you maximize the dual team compensation plan. Here you can see that the marketing associate or the bronze pack people can earn up to, they are given 10%. They can earn up to 500 US a week based on their dual team system working together. The consultant, silver pack people, 15% up to 1,500 US. Gold pack consultants can earn up to 20% up to 2,500 US weekly. Now, the other ranks you see in there, those are called leadership positions. That is sapphires, rubies, emeralds, and diamonds. Sapphire, the first level you can attain, is basically when your organization has done a volume of 14,000 points within a month. And this opens up your cap to up to 5,000 US dollars you can make per week. Rubies do a volume of 40,000 points in a month. Emeralds do a total business volume of 80,000 in a month. Diamonds do about $200,000 in 1 month. And this is how much money they can make weekly. Diamonds can make up to 20,000 US dollars weekly. Emeralds 15,000, rubies 10,000, and sapphires 5,000 US weekly. Okay? So now, here is where, if you get started today, this is the concept. You would share it with one, who would share it with two, who would share it and share it and share it, and this thing grows exponentially. When people decide to wait, they're going to come in, but their pack is going to pay the one above, 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 the one that could have been them, and the rest is history. So, in essence, we see that it's very crucial to hold your position in this business. Now, more ways to earn money. Here, we can see that 4, 5, 6, and 7. These here, in summary, these are based on reorders. Okay, so the very first, well, number 4, based on reorders, this is called the uni-level bonus, which is monthly. And this here is the heart of your lifetime residual income. Okay, this is actually passive income. Now, let me show you why people will do reorders. Okay, let's take a step back to the dual team. Okay, this will be you. And this is your dual team. 2 legs, your left and your right. Okay, left leg, right leg. Now, once a month, Organo Gold requires everyone to do a reorder. Okay, let's say 108 US. Okay, and this is equivalent to 100 CV or QV, right? Now, let's say someone below you did not do their reorder, or let's say someone said, I don't want to do this no more, they just completely just drop out. What's going to happen there is that every time someone gets started to infinity, the value of the pack, the commissionable volume attached to the pack, it rolls up, but what happens, it just skips those 2 and it continues to come up to you once you did your reorder. Let's say even if this person here had a team growing inside, the volume of money just keeps rolling up, skips those 2 and comes up and adds up to your shoulder as well. So this will show why people will do their reorder, so they don't miss the volume, the commissionable volume of the different packs from people getting started on the 3rd form of payment called the dual team. So the 4th form of payment is tied to this. So now when people do their reorders, okay, look at this. This will be you. And this is called your uni level. Okay? This simply means the people you personally bring in to the business. Let's say you manage to personally sponsor 5 individuals. From these 5 individuals you brought in, you're entitled, this will be your first level, you're entitled to 5% of whatever they reorder. This is not tied to your own efforts anymore. This is totally based on these people's reorders. Let's say these 5 people now, let's say this is your second level now, let's say they each get 5 people. They personally sponsor 5 people each. 5 by 5 is 25 people. So you have 5 here and 25 here. You get 5% of these 25 people reorders. Let's say these 25 people now each say, let's get 25. They manage to get 25 personally sponsored as well. 5 by 25 is 125 people. You get 5% of these 5 people's 125 people's reorders. So this is just 3 levels down. Okay? You get to tap into these levels when you come in at the bronze, silver, or gold pack. The other levels are going to open up when you actually go sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond, blue diamond, black diamond. Okay? These are the levels here. So sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond, blue diamond, black diamond. That 1% is when you have hundreds of thousands of people doing reorders. Okay? The 5th way of getting paid is called the uni-level matching bonus. This is monthly again now. So what happens is that the same way you got paid, okay, for your people doing reorders down to 3 levels. Let's say you're at the gold, silver, or bronze pack. Okay, you got paid. It's only fair that these people get paid for their people's reorders as well. Now, once they make money on that uni level, let's say this person made $500 off of their uni level bonus. This one made $200. This one made $1,000. This one made $500. This one made $600. Whatever they make based on their people's reorders, their uni level bonus, Organo Gold is going to give you a matching bonus of whatever they are making. So if you're at the gold pack, you're going to get 20%. If you're at the silk or just a consultant, okay, you're going to get 10%. As you attain higher ranks, it allows you to go deeper in the structure and get higher matching bonuses. Okay? The 6th way you're going to get paid now is called the uni level. It's called the generational leadership bonus. Okay? Generational leadership bonus. Organo Gold is big on people creating leaders. So as much as you create leaders, this will be you. And let's say these people in your uni level structure, let's say this when you go sapphire, okay, when you achieve the rank of sapphire and you help anyone to achieve the rank of sapphire as well, let's say this person goes sapphire, you're entitled to 2% of that team's reorder. Okay? And this is how it goes. So every time someone achieves a rank or grows, you get bonuses for helping these people. Alright? The 7th way of getting paid is simply the global pool. Actually, it's not simply, it's actually really big. Okay? This is worldwide. This is where Organo Gold, what they do, they take the worldwide reorders. Okay? And when you reach your rank of ruby and up, you enter into this pool where they actually give this back to you quarterly. Okay? The 8th way you get paid is called the OG Benz Club, and this is actually available in the States, Canada, and some other countries. And this is where when you reach a rank or a leadership position of say sapphire, the company actually pays towards your lease or acquisition of your black Mercedes-Benz. So sapphires get $400 per month, emeralds 600, rubies 800, diamonds 1,000, black diamonds and above get up to $3,000 towards the elite car. Okay. So how you get started in Organo Gold? Simply put, Organo Gold here, what they do, when you get started, they give you 12 months back office access. This is your website. From your website, people can join your business, people can buy product from you. Now what you get is a black binder which is full of brochures and applications, a variety of sample coffees, and now you have access to wholesale purchases. How you get started is when you buy a pack of product. Okay? This here is the bronze pack, the smallest pack you can get started at. This is US price here, and it puts you in the dual team at 10% to earn up to $500 per week. The silver pack, that's the US price here again, and it puts you to earn 15% up to 1,500 US per week. You get more products for your money. Okay? The gold pack is the biggest pack to get started at, the best pack to get started at, and it puts you at 20% so that you can earn up to 2,500 US per week. Now, why we say the gold pack is the best pack is because it allows you to have the most amount of product to do your business with. Remember, it's a business, right? So you can actually sample more, you can drink more, consume more, and you can even sell more. Okay? Now, the missionary company is to become the most admired corporation in the world. Their target was to capture 1% of North America's market in 3 years. Okay, they're looking at 1% of the world right now. So, this 50% payout that Organo Gold has simply means that they earn, the people in the business right now that are working it are actually going to be getting 50% back as distributor commissions. And now this here is simply a business curve. You have formulation, momentum, and stability. Right now, Organo Gold is 5 years old, people. 5 years old, a baby company. However, it has made its name in the world already. Okay, and it is consistently growing. Now, in the last slide here, we have 4 steps to success. Now, these 4 steps are very, very important. Number 1, be a product of the product. Use the product so that you can build your testimony. And the second step is to build a list of contacts. I personally didn't know any coffee drinkers, as the guideline says, 50 coffee drinkers, 50 business builders. It doesn't matter if you don't know these people. Build a list of water drinkers, because this opportunity is truly for anybody. Okay, you build a list big and strong. If you build a list of just 10, by the time you reach number 9, and if you keep getting no's, you're going to be afraid to talk to that last person. That's why they advise 50 and 50 is 100 people. Then book 4 coffee jars mixers. This is very important to people. This business is purely based on exposure. So if you build for a year, your business is going to grow slow. For a month, it's going to pick up a little bit, but 4 per week. Now you're on track. 1 hour, 4 times a week. And that's where the 18-month commitment comes in. Plug into the proven success system. Plugging in means you're going to have to go around with successful people. You're going to have to be willing to set up your coffee jars mixers to share the opportunity. Whether it's just playing the DVD or playing me, it doesn't matter. Here you have 18-month commitment. That is not very long. Okay? So 18 months. In 18 months, what that really means is that you can be financially free. Okay? You do this right. You stay committed. Okay, truly committed, and that doesn't mean that you're excited about this right now and you're going to share it within 2 to 3 weeks time, and then you're going to say, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. Stay committed, people. Stay committed means doing what you said you're going to do long after those emotions, because I know you're going to be excited about this, long after those emotions have passed. That is when you're going to achieve financial freedom and true success. So I just want to end up and say that the business is really good. And it's up to you now. You gotta believe in yourself, and the business is already proven. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for taking this opportunity to invest in your time, taking that initiative and managing your energy. This is truly gonna help you be successful, and I wish you the best. I'll see you at the top.
I really see it. OG taking over the world. Financial freedom, but your number one's in the air. In the air. In the air. But your number one's in the air, in the air, in the air, in the air, in the air. Bringing the treasures of the earth to the people of the world, the world, the world.
Man, I love my OG healthy coffee. It don't leave me when that crash had me all exhausted. But when I drink it, I'm a busy full of energy working. No, I'm not hooked on a product, I'm just finding how it's working. I tested it for 20 days, felt I lost a pound a day. Ganoderma lucidium got my body feeling great. Instant antioxidants, healthy, just go check the facts. Coffee multi-million-dollar industry, who's taxing that? King of compensation plans, what that mean if you do not know? 1% of the market is divided amongst the thinking grow rich. When I change my mind, my life follows behind. I'm shooting for the stars, I'm reaching power lines. When I'm up for the ground and I'm flying around with diamonds now. Literally, OMG, minus the M. If they want that king of coffee, I ain't got it for them. Yeah, boy.
I know you need it, coffee man, I got it for free. I can't believe it, Ganoderma making me lit. I really see it, OG taking over the world. Financial freedom, but your number one's in the air.